Welcome. Thank you for being here. So far, we talked about anger, fear, stress, worry, letting go, and more. Today is the day to control your mind in the easiest way possible. Watch till the end, and if you like this, do subscribe for many more topics to live our best life. Let's get started. Once a Zen master was traveling with his disciples. They happened to pass a lake that supplied water to the nearby villages. It was a hot day and the master was thirsty. He sent one of his disciples to fetch water from the lake. When the disciple reached the lake, he noticed that the water had become very muddy since a bullock cart had just crossed the lake. Finding the water unfit for consumption, he walked back and suggested to the master to move to the next available water body. Surprisingly, the master asked the group to stay put and asked the same disciple to fetch water from the same lake in an hour. The disciple obediently went back after an hour. This time too he found that the waters were muddy, though a lot less than earlier. The master then asked him to go back in another hour. The third time, the disciple found that the mud had settled down and the water was clear enough to be used for drinking. He collected some water in a pot and gave it to the master. The master looked at the water and said, "How did you solve the challenge of cleaning the muddy waters?" "By doing nothing, you let it be. With time, the mud settled down on its own, and you got clear water." Our mind works in exactly the same way. A disturbed mind is the same as the muddy waters. To solve the problem of a disturbed mind, you do nothing, you let it be. With time, the disturbances will settle down on their own and you will get a clear and calm mind. The process of calming the mind is effortless. Almost our entire life is spent in a quest to gain control, security and comfort in our lives. We keep trying, relentlessly. This is the main activity of our lives. We are always in a state of action. What would happen if we stopped? We will be less restricted by fear, less anxious, less driven by the need for comfort, and more in love with life as it is. So, how do we stop? Start by just sitting still. Just notice what's going on. Notice that your mind wants to run, to planning or worrying or trying to handle a million things. Notice this urge to run, to control, and don't act. When the mind is caught up in worries and anxiety, don't act. Do nothing. Just observe, take no action. Then, tell yourself, it's no big deal. Instead of imagining worse scenarios of what could happen and rushing, tell yourself, it's no big deal. Pick the things you can do, and work at it. That's all you can do anyways, so why add stress to it? The rush is entirely self-created. Of course, there are things that are a big deal like life or death and emergency situations, but most of the time, things are not as big as we imagine. Plans fall apart? No big deal. Figure out a new alternative. Have a huge task to do that is going to be very difficult? No big deal. Just take the first step. Just get moving. You will deal with the difficulty. Breathe. If you feel stressed out and overwhelmed, breathe. It will calm you and release the tensions. If you are moving too fast, breathe. It will remind you to slow down, and enjoy life more. So breathe. And enjoy each moment of this life. They're too fleeting and few to waste. The mind is energy, restless and in survival mode. It is unaware that it is already brilliant, abundant, enough. It is luminous and beautiful. Breathe. And appreciate the brilliant qualities of your own mind. Your actions are now in your control, guided by a calm and resourceful mind. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe for stories and wisdom that inspire better living, and have a wonderful day.